It is Shoebill time, my friends. We are here with a new feature focus, actually animal focus, I should say, of the ever so awesome, iconic Shoebill. However, before we go into the details, I'm gonna roll the full video because you have to listen to it with full sound. They did a good job at doing the very iconic sounds that these creatures do, and then we're gonna talk about this animal a bit more afterwards. So let's roll the teaser and then we're gonna talk about it.
Meet the Shoebill, the majestic giant of the African wetlands. This remarkable bird looks like it stepped straight out of the age of the dinosaurs. Despite its piercing stare, the Shoebill is known for its calm, almost statuesque stillness. Then, just when you least expect it, they will greet one another with their iconic bill clatter. A moment that never fails to spark awe for your guests. Their peaceful nature makes them ideal for serene viewing areas, where guests can appreciate their beauty without overwhelming them. And when it comes to family life, Shoebills are very devoted parents. They typically raise one chick at a time and tend to their young while they are nest-bound. Out in the wild, Shoebills inhabit the vast wetlands, where marshy swamps and slow-moving waters create the perfect environment. Their captivating presence makes them one of the most memorable birds to watch in a wildlife reserve.
Right, here we are back again with the footage. It's going to be a short one today. It's also a bit later, just making sure to cover this one because I'm very excited for the Shoebill. It's one of my absolute most wanted animals in the game, and seeing it being revealed without me having it known before is really, really cool. I am really interested to see how they are in game, really. I mean, you see a couple of things in here, how they move, and it seems like they have a lot of very, very cool behaviors integrated in that. There's something we got to talk about in a bit. There is something I didn't know if it is actually a hint to it or not, but we'll get to that in a second. Very cool over here with the wing, how it seems to kind of try to get some coolness from the water. Like the overall stare of it, very nicely done. The model looks absolutely gorgeous, one must say. It's really, really good, as I can tell. But there's also more to this one. Looking how swampy this habitat is. It's like one of the most swampy ones we've seen, and in a bit we will see also how the wildlife reserve looks. It goes to show how incredibly lush this game can look, and seemingly also have a good potential of a good performance with all of that. Also, look at all the just like when it raises its leg, look at the movement of each individual toe. Oh, that's so good. Or like, is it toe, or is it what is the name for that? Like each individual finger. It's not a finger, it's a toe, I guess, at the end of the day. But yeah, looking so good. All these behaviors over here, that's where they vocalize so well done. That's a very nice close look, by the way, also on the aviary patterns when there is seemingly tight mesh ropes. We've seen obviously mesh, but this is tight mesh ropes. A new enrichment item, which is like a flower pot, kind of a plastic flower pot kind of thingy, it looks like. And yeah, that shot over here is majestic as it goes. Really, like, that is such a wonderful shot of the Shoebill. Love that. Also, the trees in the background look really good. This shot over here, seeing all these families having a look at these animals, which is obviously exactly that scene we've seen. There's also that little plant pot down here. Very nicely done. Big fan of it. And then we see these nests we've seen in the menu last week, and now you can see that is where seemingly the Shoebill has its nest, which is a kind of a water swampy related nest just above the water, it seems to be placed. And then we've got the nest over here, and in just a bit we are going to see the little chicks as well. Oh my god, it's so cute, it's so fluffy, and they do also showcase a very nice behavior of nurturing and taking care of the little ones over here, as you can see. So we can see they will spend some time, as the article last week already mentioned. They will spend some time within their nests before they will grow up and get out of the nest. But before, we can at least say that there will be a continuous engagement with the family members, and I'm really curious to see how that goes, and if it's going to be repetitive after a time, or if they have many variants of them taking care of the animals and just making sure to interact with them. Because it could become rather boring to look at that if like in-game for an hour, that little chick is just spending time on the same spot, and like every 5 minutes, the parents are going to do the very same animation. I think that could become very boring in a bit. So hopefully that is, there's a different solution to that. So over here, we get another view in the wildlife reserve. This is where the Shoebill is actually flying for a change. And here you can see them walk through the waters. And that is where the graphics just like... My God, that looks fantastic. Also, if you want to look at the background, this is something I found very interesting. There is a waterfall, and we've seen countless waterfalls within the zoo they have shown so far, but these ones look a little bit different. They look either like the waterfall piece we've seen in the first game, just scaled up dramatically, or they look a lot more similar to how Jurassic World Evolution is doing it. I'm not even sure if this is part of the real map or if this is just a nature background, backdrop over here of the African Valley. But if this is still the African Valley Park, and from the narration and the voiceover, I assume it is, we can just about see how enormously big these maps have to be. We've seen several different areas now of these African Wildlife Reserve over here, and we've seen where the zebras live, we've seen something where the leopard is, we've seen the elephants and so on, and this one over here looks like a swamp area, which is not small, to be honest. And so, yeah, really interesting. Also, so many different things in here. This is, by the way, the animation I was a bit I think like if they are really eating fish, maybe this one looks more like as if this one was drinking. As you can see, there is a certain animation going on, and this one is just taking a little water bath, which looks so cool with the water dropping down. And then over here they go down to see all these different fish schools moving around. What's also pretty cool is like, look at these hippos here in the background with that animation now where it's blowing the water out. Oh my God, it's all so good. It's looking so natural. Also, that little behavior of that hippo in the background already made me like, oh my God, it's so good. You've got that little off. It's such a small little detail, but we haven't seen that in the last game. Also, the amount of schools in the water over here is pretty significant, and this is where my question comes in. Will they be able to feed from these animals? And by the animations we've seen, there's not really that much of a big deal if they would actually, grab a fish out of the water to eat it. Just like how Jurassic World Evolution has done it now lately with the latest animal they put in. They also do eat fish right from the water. You see that animation and all of a sudden they have a fish in their mouth. And I think it would be easy to just have exactly that happening. And every time they do this, obviously there's one fish from the school reduced, but if they repopulate at a certain rate, this can actually become almost like a management feature in which you have a demand of X fish per day per like the animals that are living there, and you have a repopulation or like a regrowth rate of Y, and you always have to see that Y is bigger than X, and if not, you have to make sure in your zoo that you keep on breeding more fish schools to be released into the wild to kind of stabilize the ecosystem they're living in. I think that would be a very good idea to have exactly this happening. Anyways, that is about it already. It's a rather short one. There's also nothing hidden in here, no little secret, but yeah, let me know what you think. I'm really stoked about the. I'm sorry, that was a pun intended. I'm stoked about the integration of the Shoebill. Shoebill? Yeah, that's the Shoebill. No, about the Shoebill. Let me know in the comments down below. I am more than excited to hear your opinion on that one. So talk to you soon, and bye.